And welcome back. And of course, we've got some fantastic games on this afternoon. No bigger game than the game is between the Inverleigh Hawks and the Tommy Tigers, with Thompson trying to get inside that final five and the Inverleigh just hanging on inside the final five. And yes, it's going to be the 94.7 match of the round. And surprise, surprise, Dale has taken off out to the Keith Barclay Oval. He's got a big game to coach this afternoon, trying to stop the North Geelong juggernaut from rolling on, and the young bloke kicking 3 goals to get his 100. So he's raced in from the bricky table. He's gulped out his bacon and eggs, and here he is, Jason Dowd.
I was asleep. Yeah, I woke up late. Sorry about that.
Sorry to ring you, mate, and get you in when the whale just disappeared without notice. He's gone out there, but
that's all right. He's got better things to do.
Good to see you, mate. Anyway, yes. So it's a big game on this afternoon. The 94.7 match of the day. Inverleigh and Thompson. Jace Thompson have to win this to have a chance to get inside the final five, so it'll be a big one.
They do. It's down to 6 now, so the Tommy Tigers sitting in 6th position, and Inverleigh looking to keep the pressure on Werribee Central's in 3rd position. But it's going to be an interesting game because I think Thompson have probably surprised a few people this year with after last year missing the finals. They're back in town a bit. They need to keep winning. Inverleigh are tough at home. They've got a few injury concerns, so that might play into Thompson's hands. It's going to be an interesting game.
Shane, I know who you're going to go for, mate, but at the end of the day...
No, really?
I know it's going to be tough. You've got to get across Inverleigh, and you did say before you've got a fairly fair, good run going into the end of the season, but I guess you know how important this game is. How far are you going to win by?
Oh, look, we'd just go out there and roll them by 10. I don't think we've won out there for about 5 years.
It is a hard ground out there, isn't it?
It is.
Some of the best clubs have gone down out at Inverleigh.
Even when we were winning premierships, we struggled out there. Struggled out there when Glenn was coaching, Glenn Wallace, Nick Maheras, those 3 or 4 years. We understand they're going fairly well. They've got some good players. Muir, Peel, Hubans, Hickleton, Myrtle. No, wrong club.
I know.
Yeah, so, we understand we've got to stop their run through the midfield, and that's vital to them. So if we can hold them up there, and we just don't know what the weather's going to do for the rest of the day.
Exactly. Oh, well, good luck, mate. Hopefully it'll be a great game of footy, and if you can't get out there, folks, tune into 94.7 The Pulse, your home of country football. 1:30 this afternoon. It'll be a fantastic call indeed, and a great game of country footy. It's on the screen there. You can see some of the action from the 94.7 match of the day. Last week, it's the Anarchy Roos and Werribee Centrals out there at Footrot Flats. Now, another big game, speaking of Anarchy, it's out at Footrot Flats, and it's Anarchy taking on the Belmont Lions. And, well, I don't know how Belmont Lions have been running along very well at the moment. I think the juggernaut may have burst, Jace. I think the Roos might be too good out there at Footrot Flats.
Yeah, look, they in this game, it wasn't the best game of footy to watch. It was pretty windy out there, and both sides struggled with the breeze. But I think Anarchy would like to think that they can get back on the winners list and keep Thompson at bay out of that 5th position, because it's going to be pretty tight if the Belmont Lions can get over the top. And I don't think they can. The Lions, they're going all right, but I think Anarchy at home will be too strong.
I've always said that I love using this gag, but they've got magnificent sponges out there at half-time, and that's just the committee.
Well, I think you better get out there when you go out there, Dick. You get out there quick, because I'll tell you what, the Whale was out there on Saturday. Whew,
and the Whale's he's in top form at the moment.
He's in great form. He's in better form than you are.
I know. I heard the comments on 94.7.
2 hamburgers before we went to air.
Yeah, I know, just a warmer-upper.
Just the entree.
Okay, now, Shane, Anarchy, what do you reckon, mate? Are they going to win this one?
We hope not.
No, I'd imagine you're barracking for Belmont Lions out there.
I hope Belmont caused a bit of an upset, but Anarchy, like I say, are going along okay. Having said that, Belmont are playing pretty good, so we hope Belmont.
Okay, and another game on this afternoon. It takes a little bit of proportion. The fact that Winchelsea had a good win last week. It's under the Duck Pond. It's the Werribee Central's Footy Club. I'll start with you, Shane, up against Winchelsea from the Gun Club. And I can report that Winchelsea played their best footy when I wasn't there. I left with 90 seconds to go and they booted 3 goals.
Yeah, clearly. I got that result on the radio. No, look.
Yeah, I did too. I got off the road at Mad Morak. Don't worry about me.
Werribee obviously going okay. We played Werribee early in the year and they give us a bit of a touch-up early in the game, and we come home late and played Winch 2 weeks ago and got over them fairly easy. So I think Werribee will probably win that game.
Duck Pond, a pretty good happy hunting ground for the Werribee Central's Footy Club, Jason. They wouldn't think there'd be any problem this afternoon.
No, well, Winch only played North Geelong last week.
Yeah, I know.
No, look, that was a bit of a...
so funny.
No, Werribee, look, they did enough last week against Anarchy. That man on screen there, Nathan Lovell, was fantastic for them all day in the ruck, and I think they will have no problems with Lynch.
Out of the Keith Barclay Oval, the North Geelong Footy Club are absolutely playing some dreadful footy at the moment. I just can't believe how bad they're going. And they take on a club that's not exactly performing that well at the moment either. The Bannockburn Footy Club only kicking 3 goals 20 last week, Jason, in a full game of football. Pretty ordinary. So one would think this game won't be of great monumental proportion, but both clubs playing for a bit of pride, mate.
Well, when we're getting the scores from the game last week with Bannockburn, we were just waiting for Thompson to kick a goal because it looked like Bannockburn were just kicking behinds for the first 3 quarters. They kicked 3-20 and finished, and so they were always going to get beaten by the looks of it. I think North at home, maybe just. It's going to might be a game of points.
Shane, you know how much love I've got for the Thompson Footy Club, so obviously it's reciprocated. You love the North Geelong Footy Club, mate. Can we win?
I like going out there.
You do, yeah.
But I think they can win this week, yeah. I don't.
Jason, just please control yourself. There's a lot of love between Thompson and North Geelong. Yeah. Absolutely, no worry about it. With the 91 Premiership reunion next Saturday, it'll be a fantastic game. I'll get out there. North Geelong and Thompson will be a great game.
Anything for a free feed, I'll tell you.
Well, I haven't been told I got a free feed yet, but we'll work on that.
There'll be a free beer, probably.
So what do you reckon, Jason? North Geelong?
Yeah, I think so. No, Maggie's just. Pains me to say it, but I love the coach. He's a great man, Frank. Great man.
Yep, obviously one of the best coaches I've had at North Geelong.
One of the best.
Yep. So no rumours?
Let's just keep going.
Okay, well, I reckon the Maggies are going to have a win too. Out at the Cryer Devils Playground, they take on East Geelong, and Cryer would not disgrace last week against Belpost Hill. Can they keep up that great form and give East Geelong a fright, Jason?
No.
Thank you.
Tough gig for them. They're playing well. They play better at home. But I think the Eagles will be fine-tuning themselves, and I think they'll have a win.
Shane?
Yes, I agree with Jace there. I think East will beat them.
You're not here Saturday morning just to agree with Jason.
Yes,
No, I've got my own opinion.
Okay.
No.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so East Geelong for you guys. And out at the Church Street Oval, the Geelong West Cheetahs taking on Belpost Hill. And one would think, even though Geelong West have had a pretty ordinary year, this will be a very long afternoon, I think, at Church Street.
You didn't use the poor old. I was waiting.
No, I'm not going to use that anymore. I'm not allowed to say that anymore.
All right, poor old Geelong West is going to get beaten by Belpost Hill.
Shane?
Yeah, Belpost Hill for me, Dick.
You don't give Geelong West any chance at all?
0.
Thank you. Very good commentator.
Around.
Unbelievable. Now, next Wednesday night out at Buckley's Entertainment Centre, we've got a fantastic sportsman's night on. We talked about it last week. It's $50 a head. You get to see Nick Maxwell, the Collingwood Premiership captain, and of course Joel Selwood, the magnificent footballer from the Cats Footy Club. Now, it'll be a great evening. There's a
He played in 2 premierships. There you
go. 2 premierships, Joel
From the
Selwood.
producer.
Yeah, I'm sure we're excited about that. I know we are, even though I'm a Collingwood man. Now, it's $50 a head, or you get for a special, you can have 10 for $500. And I don't believe that, but that's what Neville told me to say. If you book a table of 10, you can have
great discount.
Magnificent discount there. Drinks at bar price. I'm going to tell you, folks, at Buckley's, they have fantastic drinks at bar price out there. And we haven't got Mother on tap now, Jace.
Mother?
Yeah, got Mother on tap.
Mother on tap.
I got no idea. No, actually, it's like.
How is Phyllis?
Phyllis as well, thank you.
Good.
No, we've got Mother on tap. It's fantastic. So that'll be a great evening indeed out of the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Give Buckley's a call on 52 48 48 66. Book your table, and the magnificent night for the GDFL. Thanks again for your company. Thanks for coming in, Shane.
My pleasure, Dick. Anytime.
Good to have you, mate. And don't forget the big reunion out of Thompson Tigers next Saturday. It'll be a great game, a great reunion with Eddie Dare there and Big Froggy and all the champions of bypassed years. Stop laughing, Jason.
You look a bit like Froggy,
Good
actually. You say that?
Good to have you this morning, mate. Thanks for coming in.
It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for your company once again. We'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.